President Vladimir Putin has confirmed that he is separated from his wife, Lyudmila, after 30 years of marriage. The 60-year-old Russian leader said that the decision to split was mutual. Greg White is in Moscow. Greg, it was interesting the way that it was announced after they had both attended the ballet.
Yes, it was quite unexpected. They rarely appear in public together, and they showed up for the ballet on Thursday evening at the Kremlin Palace. And during intermission, they walked out and met a reporter from state television in what officials claimed was not a staged appearance, but appeared quite staged. And initially, they discussed the ballet and were quite enthusiastic about their reaction to the performance. And it was a rare case where we actually saw Mrs. Putin speak and in public. And then suddenly the reporter asked about rumors that they no longer live together. And that provoked the rather awkward look from Mr. Putin. Officials said that was an unscripted question. However, that claim has raised a lot of skepticism here because Putin for years has harshly reacted to any questions about his private life, and the idea that state television would ask a question as sensitive as that without first checking is hard for me here to believe.
Greg, did they actually give any particular reason for the split?
There was no explanation of the timing or why they did it. The explanation in the interview is simply that they no longer live together, that they've grown apart. They haven't actually made the divorce final, according to officials. This was just an announcement that they plan to. It's appeared that there had been rumored that they hadn't been living apart for many years, but the exact timing there's so far been no explanation.
And they do have two grown-up daughters, don't they?
That's right. Their daughters are 26 and 28. Very little is known about them. There are almost no public pictures. Putin has said repeatedly that he allowed the girls to have as close to a normal life as possible and deliberately kept them out of the public eye. The Putins went out of their way in the interview yesterday to explain that the girls studied and live in Russia because there have been a number of reports that they live outside the country.
As you said, Greg, there's no actual talk of divorce at this stage, but I mean, it does come at the point at which the Russian government has actually been promoting family values. I mean, what has the reaction been, obviously, to this?
It's been muted so far, but it is a delicate issue for the president because Mr. Putin has cultivated, particularly since he came back to the presidency and a year ago, a sort of father of the nation issue. That there's been a conservative turn, much more moralistic, much more traditional values focused, and a lot of talk about efforts to reduce divorce to stimulate the birth rate and strengthen the family. Putin, although he and his wife were not married in church, have periodically been shown attending church, and he talks about his religiousness. The Russian Orthodox Church allows divorce in certain cases, but the patriarch has been publicly critical of it. There's been no official response from the church so far.
Great.
That should be an interesting issue.
Excellent. Greg, thank you very much indeed.
Great to be here.